Hey folks, how you doing? Wanted to share another recent pickup of mine. A shoe I like a lot and I think is relatively underappreciated. It is from Asics, which is a brand that is really kicking it right nowadays and selling extremely well. But this is a bit of an older shoe from my catalog, the 1990s, and I think people would do well to pick up some of these shoes. I have shared the Gel Lyte 3 before, and today I'm going to share this shoe that came two iterations after that as the Gel Lyte 5 from Asics. So today I have Gel Lyte 5 in this really nice colorway, I think. It is a salmon and beige basically mix. It has a full leather toe instead of a mesh. I do try to get my Gel Lyte 3s and Gel Lyte 5s with those kind of a suede under layer as opposed to mesh if possible, because the suede is really nice and you get a really nice overall shoe with really high quality materials for not much money. I was able to pick this up in Japan here for about 10,000 yen, so you can do the math on that in dollars, but it's not very much at all. These shoes differ from the Gel Lyte 3 and they do not have the split tongue anymore, but they have a sock liner type tongue, which is very comfortable. It does fit a bit more snug than the Gel Lyte 3, but not at all unpleasant. I have slightly wide feet and it does not at all feel constrictive for me. I wear the same size, 29 centimeters, or I think that works out to be 11.5 in Asics land, 11 US in other shoes, but 29 centimeters in all my Asics, including the Gel Lyte 3 and the Gel Lyte 5. This shoe, as I mentioned, is an older design, but I do believe that Asics has upgraded some of the materials, probably mostly in the midsole and the outer sole. Again, my shoes are dirty because I do wear them. Yeah, this is an extremely comfortable shoe. Just looking at it quickly and the midsole on it, you wouldn't think it gives that much plushness, but it really does. It really is quite soft underfoot, but not at all unstable. I'd call the compression really similar actually to a Gel 1130 level of compression, at least for me. 1130 has a higher stack height, and more, especially in the front section. So there is more compression, but the rate of compression, the kind of softness, I feel is very, very similar to the Gel 1130. But one thing that 1130 doesn't offer is these kind of materials. The suedes on this are super nice. I mean, this is, higher grade New Balance type suede for a significant discount in the Gel Lyte 3 and the Gel Lyte 5 like this. Also, it's got great colorways. There's a lot of variety, some unique stuff they do. I like the two-tone sole here. And one of the things I'll point out, I think I mentioned maybe in the past, but while Asics does coloring of the soles like New Balance does and stuff, they don't paint on the color. It's injected into the foam, so you don't have to worry about it peeling or flaking or cracking with time, which is one of the things that does bother me about New Balance. Though I love the shoes, it is a bit irritating to have my made in USA's and some made in UK's have the paint cracking and peeling off the midsole after a while, after multiple compressions. That doesn't happen with Asics, even these older models. So I don't know if that's part of the newer tech that they've upgraded since the shoe first came out. But yeah, you don't have to worry about how many times you wear this. This blue will never crack or chip or fade or come off, as far as I know. I've seen cutaways of this and the color goes all the way through, which makes a big difference, I think. But yeah, overall, I think, these are just gorgeous shoes, fantastic materials. Again, get a closer look at the suedes, really nice. This is suede. Everything's basically suede. Super soft and plush here. Very well padded, but not too much. It's just enough. I mean, it feels so good on the feet. And they're available if you look and search for pretty cheap money. Really great alternative to have in the collection. Classic style. I think these always look good. Some people might disagree. They may be a little bit busy or something for some people, but I think they're just fantastic. The Asics Gel Lyte 3. Yep. This is a high-ranking shoe. As I've said before in the past, I don't rate. I try to be fully subjective in that I don't consider price in the shoes. So, you know, a more expensive shoe and a lesser shoe, I don't really care that it costs more money. It doesn't get a better rating from me. Shoe can be fairly cheap to pick up and I will get a good rating because it's about the comfort it gives me, about the quality of materials it presents, and about the value to and relative to the price, you know. Again, not so much weight in the price though, just more the shoe overall, because once you've bought it, you have it, you look at the shoe, you wear the shoe, you enjoy the shoe, everything else is kind of immaterial now. So that's how it is for me, and I would put these at about 8 because these are shoes that I never ever fail to be happy putting on my feet, going for a walk. They always look good, they always feel good, and it's kind of nice. Even though Asics is super popular right now, you don't see these everywhere. I believe it's an underappreciated shoe, and more people would be wise to check them out. Okay, so Asics Gel Lyte 5, really cool shoe. Check them out if you can. Do some searching around. You know, I can find them over here in Japan. I'm sure you can find them other places. Well worth adding to the collection. Okay, and as I always say, you know, enjoy your shoes. Don't let them rot. Don't let them crack. Don't let them fall apart. Enjoy them. Go for a walk. You know, have some memories. Okay, anyway, you guys, until next time, cheers.